All right, everyone, go ahead and get started here with Dom Nunez. Nick Grove, why don't you start us off?
You're hitting for a whole bunch of power this season in a way that we haven't seen from a Rockies catcher in a long time. I think you have the highest OPS on the team at this point. What? I mean, I know we've asked you this before already this season, but what is going on right now with your power swing?
Honestly, I put work in obviously in the off seasons, both in the gym, both in the cage. So it's a lot of credit to that. And obviously the coaching staff here has been good. So the main thing is that sticking to your approach. It's tough hitting in that spot. You don't get a ton of pitches to hit. So you really just have to bear down and stay within yourself and, just try and get a good pitch to hit. And when you get it, you just can't miss it. And honestly, that's my whole goal, is just not to miss pitches that I should hit. That's kind of what I look at. And, I've had some early success at that. So, that's really it for me.
Well, let me just allow me to drill in just a little bit closer. So, I mean, do you feel stronger than a year ago or 2 years ago?
No.
Okay.
I mean, in AAA, I think I hit like 17 homers and 200 at bats, which is pretty good. So I think I'm right around that same pace. So I would say it all started in 2019 for sure, as far as swing and I think I added some strength for sure. But the biggest thing is swing efficiency and, barreling balls that I should barrel. And 2019 was really the breakout for me.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to jinx you or anything, but so this, are what you're saying, that this feels, you just feel normal? This feels normal? This is normal for you?
Yeah, this is super normal. Honestly, I've always hit the ball in the air to the right side. That's kind of my game. And, getting in good counts is what gets those pitches for you to be able to do that kind of stuff. So for me, that's my focus, is to get in those good counts. And, you have to lay off some tough pitches, and you're not always going to do it, but that's my goal, is to stay within myself, stay within the strike zone, or even a little bit smaller than the strike zone, because usually the edges you're not really going to do any damage with. So that's kind of something that we talk about as a team. And, hopefully every game, every day, we get better and better at that kind of stuff. And as far as strength, home runs, all this, it's not really anything new that I felt. It feels super normal. Obviously, just getting good pitches to hit, that's the key. I think I can do some damage when I get a good pitch to hit.
And then just lastly, because you've already been hitting some home runs up to tonight. When the bases are full for you, were you a little more excited? Was your mouth watering a little more?
The guy he was definitely on, how do I say that? A little bit on edge, the pitcher. We had him on the ropes. And that's a credit to, the line, everybody in front of me, stringing along at bats. That's what good teams do. They threaten almost every single inning. And after a while, you just wear down catchers, you wear down pitchers, and that's the name of the game. That's how you have success 1 through 9 in a lineup, is when you string along at bats for each other. And then it could be anybody that has a big hit. We just got to threaten, every inning if we can.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep.
Go to Larry Patrick.
Yes. Looking at tonight, prior to your grand slam, it seemed like the Rockies offense was just unrelenting. Every time Arizona tried to make a move forward, the Rockies offense answered. That had to make you feel really good tonight.
That was our game plan coming in, was to threaten, every inning as much as we can. And the big thing was that we were scoring in the first 2 innings, a couple runs, and then we kind of stalled out. So tonight our focus was to, stay on the gas, because that's what the good teams do. They just don't let in. So especially playing at our home ballpark, that's the key, is stay on the gas. We gotta take advantage of those opportunities. And nobody's really out of any game.
Well, staying on the gas means here the 1st of May you win big. Is this something, a new idea that you got to just keep going forward in order to get back on the winning track consistently?
yeah, it's going to take one day at a time, one pitch at a time. And it's going to take us as a team to buy into what we did tonight, and that was every inning, try and score, or at least see a lot of pitches, get on base, any way you can to move the chain and make that guy, uncomfortable or be on the ropes. And hopefully we can get starters out of the game within the first 4 or 5 innings. That's huge in a series. We got a 4-game set, and their bullpen's light right now after that. So that's what the good teams do. Being a catcher, I noticed that, when our pitchers are on the ropes, that's what gets us in trouble, is when our bullpen has to get up and throw and throw and throw. And, our starters have been awesome. So for me, that's our main focus, is to threaten every inning. And if we don't get the big hit, it is what it is, but we can threaten the next inning, and hopefully, our chances are going to go up if we have runners in scoring position in consecutive innings.
Okay. Thank you, Dom.
Problem.
I'll go to Noah and Dwayne quickly here, so we get to Ryan McMahon before buses. Noah, go ahead.
First off, you were talking about moving the chain. Did you happen to get the chain, also known as the player of the game, today for the?
Yeah, I did. I got that, and it was awesome. So first time, and hopefully, tomorrow we can pass that chain along to somebody else.
Secondly, out of Lawrence in the bullpen, particularly with the movement on his pitches and them coming in 100, 101 miles an hour, how difficult is it to catch those pitches?
I've caught Lawrence for a couple years now, so I wouldn't say that I have too much difficulty doing it. But at first it's definitely overwhelming, and he's definitely throwing a lot more strikes, smaller misses. So, I'm pretty comfortable.
And then lastly, out of Zach Gallen, since his MLB debut, he's 7th in all the majors in ERA. So obviously it was a big thing for you guys to get to him and get to him early. What were some of the mistakes that you were seeing from him at the plate?
I don't think he threw enough off-speed pitches for strikes. We got on the heater and we laid off pitches, took our walks, ran deep counts, and just threatened every inning. Like I was saying, that stuff's huge. It wears on pitchers.
Thank you very much.
I'll go to Dwayne to finish.
Hey, Dom, great job tonight.
Thanks.
The team had 18 hits and another 7-run inning for the second time in less than a week. Do you think that the team is really beginning to show the promise offensively that you all talked about back in spring training and early in the season, that what the team's capable of doing offensively?
Yeah, nights like this, obviously, definitely show some promise, and I think it's a confidence boost for younger guys in the clubhouse and stuff like that. So, we're just going to try and build off of this and keep it going, really.